Cookie's been away far too long.
I have. I've had I shouldn't say way too much time on my hands, because that would mean I was actually more involved with the hockey team than I am. But no, I have in some ways had too much time on my hands.
We're not even, this isn't a we're back thing yet. We're still.
No, it's not.
But Cookie's energy would say differently.
Yeah, I'm excited though. I've missed it.
I appreciate the energy. So for people who are returning to join us, you notice Cookie has a new look going on here. He's now being held prisoner, but they let him have podcast stuff, and he's
completely. And I'll actually do a little video about it because I did a before image, but I have completely redone my little my extra bedroom and my little tiny little house.
I like the setup now. I do like it.
I do too. I wasn't, when we first started this, I had the dark background and I didn't like it, and I wanted to lighten it up, so I did that and I enjoyed it. But now I'm kind of digging this. But I'm not done
because you got the light, but you also got, you got the dark, but it's lit up a bit.
I have new lights, more proper lights now.
Proper.
And then I'm still have things to put up on the wall behind me, so I'm not done yet. That's, again, we're actually not, as John said, back to, we're not officially at season 2. This is kind of the in between. This is intermission still.
This is us missing you.
This is us. Look, this is us. I miss John.
And I miss you, Cookie.
Yeah, I miss John.
He's an angry elf.
But
I saw you reach and I knew something was happening.
No, I miss this, man. We had so much fun, and I think if we're being honest with ourselves, I don't think we realized how much fun we were going to have doing this when we started. I think it was just kind of one of those things, hey, let's give it a try. And then it kind of went a little nutty on us, and we enjoyed the hell out of it. But yeah, I've got things to put up. Some of it's laying on the floor over here. Some of it's actually in my garage over there. But yeah.
It's funny because people were like talking about the podcast and stuff, and the same thing I always told them, like me and Cookie, I keep telling them, like, yeah, we started it because like we coached together and we're good friends, and it's just like, let's just do this because it was like my off season and your off season. So we were just kind of looking at it like almost like a Kelsey Brothers bro out time. And we ended up having some of the most real guests.
Yeah.
And we have more of that coming next season, where we already got some people committed to it, which I'm really excited about. But we've met some great people, and like we've become real good friends with Frankus. Even though he just shreds you when you have a game.
Shreds me. And then he had the nerve today on a post to ask for a hoodie. He shreds me.
He did that?
Absolutely shreds me.
He did that after I told him about the wholesome thing, and you're like, he's not wholesome. He ripped me apart all through my game. And then you went to your page and saw it.
He's genuinely just an amazing human being, but that bastard just ripped me to shreds during those lives. And now he wants a hoodie, which honestly, joking aside, I don't have a hoodie. We don't, I mean, we have no apparel. So Frankus, you're gonna have to wait a little while.
It's all like basically drop shipping stuff for your guys' stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have access to just grab one and ship it. Otherwise I would in a heartbeat.
And honestly, that's what's happening with almost everybody these days.
It's including soon us.
These guys. I don't know what side of you're going to end up on later. So
yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, that's not one of the two big announcements. And well, we've got probably plenty of announcements, but two right off the beginning. That wasn't one of them, but we kind of hinted at it towards the end of season 1, which I'm still not sure what the season thing was all about, with John just throwing that at me at the end.
How many times did I do that to you?
Oh my God. And now the podcaster bait guys are doing it too. Thanks to you.
We're influencers now.
That is truly an influence. Yes. But no, we will have merch. It's all designed. Like the designs are done. Everything's essentially ready to go. It's just getting the online store figured out. And that's really cool scenario on my end. It's going through my parents' store back in Texas. We just got to kind of finalize the online store. They've recently switched their POS. Well, they didn't switch their POS system, but they now are going to be able to, which I think I'm going to be a big part of, have a proper online store. We've tried to do it in the past, and it was kind of a shit show. Let's be honest. But
pumped. Can we post the pictures of what we're going to have?
Sure, yeah. We've got some cool stuff. We've got we're keeping it very simple. There's just a couple designs. And then for the guests we've had, we're going to give them an option of hoodie, sweatshirt, t-shirt, whatever you want, with a cool design on the back that kind of goes along with another design, which again, as you'll see here, we'll post. One of them on the back, the one anybody can buy will just say on the back, it's going to say, "What's your story?" Tell it on All Angles Pod. And then
everybody loves that, by the way, the people that have seen it, because it really is the thing is, I always go back to, I think Tanner was the biggest surprise last year, and Tanner had a story to tell, and it was,
and I'm going to interrupt you because as we're recording this, as we normally do on a Sunday evening, Tanner just had an amazing post on Instagram today that I shared on our All Angles podcast, and I included the link to our conversation with him, but beautiful post about his journey. And I encourage everybody who's watching to go find the All Angles podcast Instagram page. We have more social media, by the way. That's a whole other thing. But
we haven't been doing nothing.
No, we've been on. We've done a couple movie things. John got the movie thing way wrong, but that's okay. And he's frozen again, which is perfect.
I am.
Tanner, I posted. I reposted in a story Tanner's post from the day that was really beautiful. Go and click on the post in the story we have, read his first, and then I've also included a link to when we interviewed him, and it's just, he's a great guy. He skates literally, he found heaven on earth. He has found it, man. The places I share his stuff every time I see it. Honestly, I might be his biggest groupie. Yeah. Right now, honestly, Frank has had something to say about that.
I'm I love the fact that I annoy the piss out of Frankus every time we're in a room together. I'm like, I want you guys to know how famous Frankus is. And he gets furious, but if not this year, I mean, this year's kind of tough because like the planning is impossible with our seasons. We have to go up to Alberta next year and skate. Okay. And get out with, I know, right? Let me twist your arm real quick and convince you to do this. All right. But I've done pond tourneys in Wisconsin and Minnesota. Did you guys go out and skate when you're in Michigan? Was there anybody in Marquette, anywhere in Marquette? We did not in Marquette. I did in Montana. So we've done it. We've done these things, and we had our game in Los Alamos, which was on an official rink, which I don't know if you remember this. When we practiced the day before, beautiful sunshiny day, we also broke the glass. I don't remember that, but I just remember being a spectacularly sunshiny day, and then the next night for the game, we had to stop the game every 5 minutes to shovel snow. It was everything I wanted it to be for an outdoor game. Perfect. Couldn't be better. And we beat the snot out of Wichita. That's right. That's who we played. Yeah. Breaks off of it. Scotty Victor I think landed 600 punches in a fight he got into. He just threw a million. What are you about to say? Was he hitting him in the gut because he can't reach his face? Doesn't matter. He still hit him. I'm probably going to watch this too. Suck it. Yeah, Scotty. I still keep in touch with Scotty every now and then. Scotty, that kid's a trip, man. That guy was. Yeah, always has been. He always has been. But Tanner's up there in Banff, and I think some of the areas he goes to are not Banff. They're just different lakes up there in the Rockies. And man, I'm sharing this stuff all the time. I have to get up there. And then we get to see Tanner in May/June, end of May. Yeah, that's we've already announced that big story. We're getting some of the work done on that, not probably as much as either one of us would have wanted by now, but it's a big undertaking. But yeah, the trip out to Wish Cup in Nashville is going to be epic. You're about to see a huge push on it once the new year hits. We got a lot to go to get into. We're just trying to, we spent most of the time actually just figuring out the stuff that we were going to need. And so one thing is cool, Cookie, I already told you, is this isn't a partnership deal, but I got to really give Rode a shout out because we were worried about, literally everything that you're able to hear. Yeah, mine's here. Our cables, our mics, pretty much everything now. So Rode is one of the best companies when it comes to audio, when it comes to this kind of stuff. I have their lavalier mics. I have a wireless mic. I have these things. Cookie has the Rodecaster Pro. I got the Duo. And they're essentially the industry standard. Obviously, there's some other amazing companies out there, Shure and people like that. But Rode, kind of the
for overall. I would, and this isn't
Especially for what we're doing.
Kissing ass trying to get stuff out of them. Let's be honest.
No.
That's just the truth.
It's honestly though, we've gotten a lot of compliments saying that we sound real professional and everything, and it's a lot of it's because of the stuff we have from
us.
Yeah. But
I have a lot of equalizer opportunities on this little thing over here.
Yeah, one of the things that we're going to be doing in season 2 is like if we can find like local people to talk to, we wanted to do that. And the issue we were worried about is not being able to squeeze this all in or whatever. So we needed like a video switcher. So they had the Rodecaster video, which is a bit more expensive and a bit more than what I can't even honestly more than we'd ever really need.
Yeah.
So they put out a Video S. I think it was like. Nicole, welcome back. We talked about how we would love to have something like that, but we don't need all of that. And then like in the beginning of November, they're like, hey, we're putting out this Video S, which is less. So I pre-ordered it and I've been tracking it, and it's like, it was initially supposed to ship out at the end of November, then it was December, and now they're going to delay it again. So Rode reached out and said, hey, if you're interested, we'll upgrade you to the Rodecaster video. I thank you guys so much. I mean, there's millions of conversations when I was even ordering the Video S about how much of the stuff we use. And I also ordered another mic from them and some more cables. But so they're upgrading us, taking care of us, because I kind of said, like, hey.
Once again, Australia loves us.
Australia, man.
Rode's based out of Australia. They love us.
They do. And but they really didn't have to take care of us. I mean, we're not this huge deal right now, but
we're not the Kelsey brothers, No,
and it's an impeccable thing. I would assume that their Rodecaster video sales dropped because of this new thing, because it's like a third the cost, a little less than third the cost, and they took care of it. And honestly, it's companies like that go the extra miles. Like I'll stick with them till the day I die. Like Cookie said, there's great companies out there. With the stuff we have, we're not going to be recording any music. I have that SM7B right behind me. It's a great mic, but it's $300 to $400, whatever it is, of something I don't need. But
Rode has everything we need for what we're doing. 100%.
And we're going to be getting more from them, obviously. Yeah. Like we're going to be getting more for Nashville and for all the other on-site stuff. And we'll get into it a little bit. We have more ideas and more things that we're going to be doing as far as season 2 rolls around, because Cookie and I are like, hey man, season 1, it was pretty challenging and time consuming. Let's triple the workload.
Exactly right. We decided to do this in the middle of both of our seasons.
Yeah. And it's my favorite part. People will always say, it's like, listen, you want to be successful, never be the smartest guy in the room. And Cookie and I never face that problem anyway. So, oh, look, I froze again. Riverside, I love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we love you, but man, figure that.
Yeah, they've been. What's funny is in the final edits, sometimes the freezes aren't there at all.
Well, I'll be curious, just to go off on a slight tangent, because you and I talked about it before we hit record tonight, is to whether or not the talking over each other thing has been fixed or not.
I guess we'll find out. Cookie, start saying, hey, just go on talking about your things we were talking about.
I heard a little bit there as I was weird. Yeah, heard a little bit. We'll see though in the edit. Anyways, well, that's
we're gonna be spending more time paying attention to those kind of details and figuring things out. I mean, last time we hit the ground running, in season 2, we're gonna be doing the same kind of thing. Like I said, we already got some great guests lined up, and we're gonna be doing some on-site stuff. One of the guests we'll have is actually I have obviously my hockey team job here, but the other thing I do is I work for a couple Gold's gyms here doing content and social media stuff for them. And one of the people we're going to be doing an on-site with is actually, he's the manager of one of the locations. He's also one of the owning partners with it. It's a 2-location franchise here in Virginia. And honestly, he's also got his master's in something with nutrition or something like that. So he's a wizard with all that kind of stuff. So we'll be doing things like that, having people like him in person. The one person I was telling you about before, we won't reveal who that is yet. Probably do an on-site with them as well. But Rode stepping up
here in town. So
yeah, Rode stepping up and helping us out is massive. And basically, Cookie and I will be shipping this thing back and forth to be able to accommodate.
If UPS or FedEx wants to jump on board as well.
Yeah, that's a solid sponsorship right there. That or I'm just going to drive it myself. But But yeah, we got some cool things that are going to be happening coming up, and we're pumped. But we just wanted to come and do a small update on things.
Couple of things have already happened.
Couple things have already happened. One thing we were talking about adding more days, and we had an idea, and then the idea wasn't going to work, but we might have figured it out. Probably in the next week or two, we'll have an announcement of different kind of music thing we're going to be doing. Which actually, Cookie, I didn't even fill you in on this yet. I had another conversation with the owner of that side today.
No, we're doing
Just by the way, that's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need a segment called "By the Way."
Yeah.
but I had a conversation with her today, and it was real positive. And this also does involve Frankus, because Frankus is going to be under that umbrella with them.
We can't. I mean, Frankus, between Frankus and Adam and Carissa probably, but for sure
Hopefully.
Frankus. Yeah, hopefully, definitely, hopefully. But Frankus and Adam for sure, they're not going anywhere. I mean, they're part of this.
Nope. One of the other things we talked about.
Family.
Oh yeah. One of the things we also talked about was just to have random shows where we have them come up and co-host with us. Even if it's not about the topic they're in on us with, it's just they're great conversational people.
I'm not sure how many topics they're not in on though. That's the thing between
honestly. And I do want to give, and I'm sure Cookie, I can speak for Cookie on this. I want to give Adam a huge shout out. He's working with that Psionic company with those neuro sleeves. He's doing a ton. The guy,
he's killing it, man.
Honestly, he's probably the reason multiple sclerosis isn't getting research advanced as much as possible, because he does so much. He makes it look like the illness isn't that bad. That was a really insensitive joke for people who don't know. Yeah. But Adam is just that guy. He's doing everything he shouldn't be able to do. And I'm going to call him something he hates to be called, but dude's inspirational.
He is.
And, him and Julie's doing a lot. Cookie, how do you feel about Julie?
Julie's pretty great. I do feel bad. I haven't started her book yet. It's behind me. It is still part of the set here, but it's behind me in my amazing new brick wall. That's
but yeah, so we got a ton of things we're gonna be doing. We are looking to link up with some other partners and stuff. It's just the finer details, which we'll announce them as they come about. If anybody's learned anything about us, we can't hold a secret.
No, and again, we kind of brought it up in our last show, a couple of our last shows, and we talked about the trip coming up. And I don't want it to be singular about that trip, because for us, we're going to go full force into the Nashville trip, but long term, we look at it as a launching point to do more things just like that. Take the show on the road. So that's going to involve some partnerships, because let's be honest, John and I don't have the finances to do all that on our own. So we're definitely going to look for partnerships. We're going to look for sponsorships. We're not a nonprofit by any means, but when we start going to events like this, like we are in May, we're just looking to get the travel covered. And if any specific equipment we might need for a particular trip, anything beyond that is going to whatever we're doing. We're hoping that the channel itself eventually will get to a point where we're, able to, financially do something with it, but that's not what it's all about. But especially if we're going to events like Wish Cup, potentially, doing stuff with Snowdrop, like I was hoping to do over this break. It just didn't work out to go down to Houston to do their big 55K ultra marathon thing. Is
that an annual thing?
It is. Yeah, it is. So we'll definitely, that'll be part of it as well. And again, that's one of those things where, when we do something like that, any funding we bring in for an event like that, anything beyond whatever it takes for us to travel and eat while we're there, and potentially any equipment upgrades we may or may not need, anything beyond that's going to go to the event and to the charity. But
the charity thing, especially, like we don't want to show up at charity things as a way to fluff ourselves. Like we can put a platform there, that's great, and that'll be fun for us. But anything that brings extra attention to things like this, especially the Make-A-Wish Foundation and whatever else we can get our hands into, it's really it is rewarding for us. There is a bit of, I don't want to say selfishness, but there is a self-gratification with it.
Yeah, you can't. There's no denying that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, as much as somebody might want to tell you there is. But again, if whoever's watching, if you or company you work with or someone has the ability to or has any ways of partnering with us, whether it's equipment wise or financial wise, reach out to us. There's going to be a new way to do that now. That's one of the announcements we're going to make tonight. But yeah, we're excited for what's to come. And one of the big parts of having this break that we've had, that's going to end up being a little over a month, I think, once we get really fully into season 2. too, is
By the way,
yeah, it's just being much more on our end, much more organized. I mean, season 1 we hit nearly 50 episodes, but it was kind of, let's be honest, a little by the seat of our pants, but it worked out great. I mean,
honestly, how we did that many episodes with the zero organization
and no
we can pat
experience
ourselves,
whatsoever.
we could pat ourselves in the back, honestly, because that's not an easy thing to do. We went over the stats how many times about how quick podcasts rise and fall, and we just. I mean, I that's the athlete in us, I guess, right? It's just, you just keep your nose to the grindstone. So,
well, and help us spread the word. I'm going to pull it up while we're talking here, but we kind of had a goal moving into this. Like I said, I'm pulling it up while we're talking here.
And honestly, we did great considering.
We did, and we're not done yet because we're not officially back yet. Well, where are you? I thought I was being all cool here. Now I can't find it.
We haven't done this in a while, so cut us.
No, we haven't done this in a while. Okay, so there we are. Even since I looked yesterday, we've gained one. So we're at 856 subscribers. So we have this kind of, and admittedly lofty goal. And the main reason it's lofty is because we weren't posting on YouTube in particular. We did some stuff on Instagram. We had I think 2 things on YouTube, and John screwed his up. I'm just going to keep saying that until he agrees. The movie thing, but he's not saying anything. He didn't listen to my challenge, people. Didn't listen.
I just got too excited about the movies.
I know. And then he went too long. There were 2 parts to it, and he messed them both.
I'm sorry. Have you not watched any of our episodes about taking the video longer than it's supposed to go?
Hey, mine was as short as it was supposed to be.
It's because your movies sucked and it was easy to get through.
My movies were great. And since
actually, a lot of your movies were so good.
I thought it even more since then. But no, anyway, so we had this goal to when we started season 2 to be at 1,000 subscribers. What 149 or what 100? What are we? What did I just say? We were at 850.
144.
144 away. Yeah.
I do math.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I gave you a head start.
I don't care. Counts.
So if we can get that 144 before we hit season 2, and we don't, unless again John wants to surprise me again, we don't have a set day yet when it's officially going to start, but it's within the next few weeks.
That's something you don't have to worry about as far as not having a set day. That's not something we can just shotgun.
No, yeah, no. But again, it is coming soon. Whether we have a guest or not, we are going to start season 2 very soon. Because frankly, I'll speak for John here. I'm ready to go. I'm loving it. I miss it. I'm ready to go. So
we're doing this today because the itch is there. Honestly,
the itch is there. Yeah. So, but again, I'll go back to the big push right now is the start of season 2 and getting ready for Wish Cup in May and beyond. So it's exciting. But we did. John has been busy over the last. Well, I guess it kind of happened over the last week. Or
it really
so.
just yeah.
With a couple of cool things that he can announce. One of them I guess technically both of them we announced on Instagram earlier today. This Sunday. It was
something we've talked about it. We said we need to do it a bunch of times. Actually, the website. So one of the things is the www.allangle.podcast.com is officially up. I only went to buy the domain. I was just going to forward it to to my Silver Screen Vision site, but apparently I was able to run get the whole site going. Cookie brought this up to me. I don't know, maybe right after we ended season 1, he's like about doing the thing. I'll be honest with you, if Cookie didn't say it, I would have never thought about it. I didn't even think about having its own individual website because I was still focused on the episodes themselves. So that's actually to Cookie's credit. But we got that up now. We'll soon figure out, like, we have a new contact email. If you have any questions about partnerships or being a guest, like if you're a person who has a story, like, write us.
And by the way, to interrupt that particular comment, everybody has a story. Whether you think you do or not, you have a story. We want to hear it. It doesn't matter if you think it's blah or boring or what. We want to hear your story. I would love, and he'll watch this, I'd love to get Sinbad on here and hear all about Sinbad. Although
Sinbad is so great.
Let me just say this. I'm going to take a quick detour here. Massive thoughts out to everybody in Bondi Beach.
Yeah, that was a crazy situation.
Horrific situation, particularly targeting the Jewish community on day 1 of Hanukkah. I mean, good God, just horrific. So our thoughts are obviously there. Our thoughts are at Brown University out in Rhode Island. It's just never ending, but today's not the day for that. We're going to try and keep things kind of more, and I hit the microphone. We're back. So we'll keep things more uplifting right now. We'll get into more of those deeper things, but definitely when we mentioned Sinbad down there in Australia, I wanted to bring up what happened.
Yeah, we don't want to act like we don't know. Like, it's,
yeah, can't
and
avoid
honestly, kudos to the guy. See the guy who tackled one
it.
of them?
Dude, and he got shot too, by the way. Did you know that?
Yeah, you hear the shot go off when it happens, right? Is that when it happened,
No,
or
I
did he get shot
think
beforehand?
it must have happened after, but they said, yeah, he got shot.
So that guy should never have to pay taxes again. That guy should have a key to the country. Yeah. Give that guy whatever he wants.
By the way, I don't know this, so I'm going to sound like a complete idiot, and I'll probably get shredded for this. But his name, they did mention his name, and it sounds like potentially a Muslim name, which to me, again, I don't want to say makes it even better, but you know, this was a clearly targeted at the Jewish community, and it was a Muslim guy that went in and took that bastard down.
Was it a?
I could be terribly wrong, so I apologize. But
yeah, I didn't see any other details, and I was actually curious about it. Was it like, was it a terroristic group that did the targeting?
Father and son.
No shit.
Yes, the father is the one that was killed, and the son is hospitalized but in custody. The father and son. Yeah.
But kudos to the guy that took him down and jumping in and being brave like that and standing up.
Again, like I said, we're not going to, it's horrific, especially in a country that is not, I mean, I hate to say it because we are not used to it. And sadly, we are here.
It's crazy that we are used to it.
Yeah. Well, again, I feel like we're going off on our normal tangent, but among all the sad stories coming out of the Brown University situation was the fact that there are students at Brown University who had already survived high school shootings, including Parkland and others. And now they're Brown University students and they're dealing with this again. Like, we are now to the point where children are old enough to have been involved in 2 separate school shootings.
Yeah, it's and
we weren't going to bring it down tonight. I'm sorry, people, but
we're still not doing anything to fix it. But honestly, I'm sure we'll get into another episode, unfortunately, where we'll have to address this. And speaking on that note, I mean, one of our great episodes is with Becky.
Becky's
and that actually I hate to say the word anniversary, but the anniversary of that date recently passed here in December. Very hard day for her. And so we'll put the link up here. Go check out that episode as well.
She reposted it on her socials. And you know, I was actually and I think you and I have talked about this. We talked about it on the show. I was very proud of the fact, again, going back to being a little bit selfish, very proud of the fact she was willing to tell that story with us. And not only that, but now it's kind of her way, because again, she reposted the story on her own page on the anniversary. Now that our interview with her is now her way to kind of get it out there and express it. And that's special. It sucks that, I mean, obviously, that's the understatement of the decade or the century to say, but I am grateful. And
we're honored as hell, but it's very humbling at the same time.
Very humbling.
And you know, if we could do the smallest bit of anything to give somebody a platform to talk about something like that, then we will not hesitate.
Like, and this goes back to what we started here. Everybody has a story, even if you don't think you do. So reach out to us. We want to talk to you. I don't care who you are. We'd love to talk to you because again, we thought we were going to just talk to Tanner about our jealousy of him skating around on incredible ponds in British Columbia and Alberta, and yet it turned into a much more important conversation, and we've had a lot of those, and that's kind of where All Angles has gone. And it was, as John said so well, if you go to our new website, allanglespodcast.com, you'll see John did it well. It started out as just 2 good friends wanting to kind of shoot the shit on a podcast and most likely talk hockey, and if anything else happened, great. And it turned into something completely beyond our belief, and it's been amazing.
Yeah. We had to add a day just for sports so we could still get that out of our system. However, sports always seem to trickle into other stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the other things is we'll likely be, I can't exactly say when into the next season, we'll be adding a music day, kindling this relationship with Frankus. Cookie knows, actually, before I was ever a photographer, Cookie knows I used to go and do my acoustic shows in Dallas, and Jeremy used to beat up paper towel machines and cardboard cutouts when I would go and do that. And, you know, I had my days in bands. Cookie was a photographer for bands. Another thing we have in common is we both have a root in music as well. And kind of talking to Frankus and Carissa and that whole gang, it reignited my love of music and getting into it again. I actually Sweetwatered it up. This is a brand new acoustic, my first acoustic I bought in over 20 years. Not too expensive, but it's a nice new guitar. It plays brand new and bright. And Cookie's the one who told me about Sweetwater as well, so I didn't have to like.
Did you get the candy?
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you about that.
If you guys don't know about Sweetwater, so it's audio, visual, mainly audio stuff. They have instruments and then audio equipment.
Yeah, they have cameras and stuff like that too. I saw.
They have a lot of stuff, but they're Sweetwater. So whenever they send you a package, there's candy in it.
It's funny because I forgot you told me about that. When I opened the box, I'm like, why are there Tootsie Rolls in here? And then I was like, oh yeah, and I totally forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, I bought my first guitar in over 20 years, and it's cool because there's another guy I don't know if you've seen him on any lives yet, but he goes by the name Scaredy Cat. He's like an acoustic emo guy out of Ohio. Another unbelievably nice guy. Definitely, I hear traces of like the band Spill Canvas. That's actually from Minnesota, another emo band, but from long ago. And he's still doing. This guy's pumping out songs all the time, and such a great dude. So I told Frankus and him about the guitar, and it's just like, as musicians, those guys were like, "Fuck yeah!" Like they were so pumped. But the Sweetwater deal was great because I didn't want to spend all that money at one time on a guitar, so it was nice to have an option.
Well, that's
to break it down. So
that's where my Rodecaster Pro 2 came from, with Sweetwater. So
they should send us candy with every payment.
Yeah, right. Because there's no way I could have afforded this any other way other than making payments to Sweetwater. So it's
a big help. Places like that are helping people like ourselves, like kind of jump head first into something we want to do.
One of the things we did early on was you in particular did one solo talking about how to start a podcast. And I would say, if you're really wanting to go just beyond, as we said, you could simply just have your phone. That's all you need. Maybe get a lapel mic that attaches to it. You only need that, technically speaking, to start. But if you're really wanting to do it upright, I would check out Sweetwater for sure, because their pricing's great, and your ability to do payments is very, very simple, and they don't screw around with you, and they send you candy.
And they send you honestly, we should say that multiple times. They send you candy. Piece of candy. But yeah, it's a cool thing. Sweetwater's great. We're giving out just free plugs left and right here. But and the Want to Be a Podcast video, I send that out pretty regularly to people. I thought it was going to get more out of the gates than it did, just because of how popular that whole concept is. But it's nice to have that tool, and people ask me about it. I'm like, hey, I'll just send you this video.
Yeah, and we're still, it was a good video. We're still growing the channel. We just got to get it out there. But as John said, we're looking to, right now we're still doing the 2 days a week, the Tuesday show, which is kind of gets into the deeper stuff. Not that.
Would you call it the primary day?
To me, I look at it as kind of the primary day, and that's taking nothing away from the others, because we've also had some pretty deep conversations on the sports show on Fridays, and we will have deep conversations on the music show whenever that starts. That's another day. I don't suspect we'll have very many deep conversations when we start doing a reaction day, other than even though I've seen it a bazillion times, I'm sure you have too, if we ever decide two of us to react to Hi Ren, that will get very deep. But he's amazing, man.
He's an unbelievable
his
talent, man.
Is just stupid, and his story is just amazing. But anyways, Tuesday for me is it's the day. I mean, it didn't start that way. That's not what we anticipated. It just became it, because that's the day when non-sports, although there's been sports, non-sports, non-music, whatever, people come on and just tell these amazing stories of whether they're MS warriors, or in the case of Crystal, the breast cancer survivor, or Becky's story, which we've already mentioned, not only MS, but also, a school shooting survivor. It's just been,
we barely got to talk about Becky's MS, and to like kind of touch on her thing is like, Becky's, I don't know if it was her MS or just whatever it is, but Becky's like allergic to like everything, like, and she can't, I think there's if not most medicines she can't even do and stuff like that. So I mean, she's already like had to go through it as a kid, and then just having to continue to, like, the girl doesn't get a break, and she's just always funny, always wanting to do nice things for other people. And there's a lot of people that we haven't had here that we talk to regularly, like that you see Jen and Mike all the time in the lives, and that's just the MS community alone. And then obviously there's we'll definitely have people that have fought or are fighting and overcome cancer, and we're not targeting these people for us. It's just, I'm as great as it is that they're fighting, that they beat these things. It's something great for how many times do we say, Cookie, if it helps one person,
That's the thing. And that's what it goes back to. Everybody's got a story to tell, because your story, even if you think it's nothing, someone somewhere is going to connect with your story. Even if it's in your brain, it's a mundane thing. It's not, because the more, and it almost sounds like we're becoming therapists, because the more these people start talking about it and getting out there, the more comes out, and you realize your story is bigger than you think it is, and it's more important. And it's not only just important to you, as it should be. You're the most important person that story should be important to. It's important to those around you, and it's important to those hopefully watching this that can connect to it and get something out of it. And that's going to be the sole kind of purpose of everything we're doing there, is to make those connections and hopefully help some people along the way.
Yeah, that's the part that I said honored and humbled earlier. I mean, that's really the only way to describe how nice it is that people will entrust us with their story.
It's really ridiculous talking about how honored and humbled and all this stuff are wearing a snowman shirt.
Honestly, I can't tell you how bad I want that shirt right now. This is going to be the second shirt you've influenced me to buy recently. We're not going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Episode 1, you're not going to want to miss it.
Honestly.
Mine arrives Friday, by the way.
Our subscription base will go from whatever it is to minus. Like somehow we'll have a negative subscriber count.
Maybe we'll get a subscriber out of New Heights from that one.
Can you imagine? Mine will be here.
Dude,
here's the thing, though. My shirt is still taking another week to get here.
Mine finally is literally on the way. It's coming from California, by the way.
Yeah, it's coming from Anaheim. It says arriving Saturday.
Mine says arriving Friday.
Are they bringing this by horseback?
Well, yeah, it's going to get to me first and then to you.
Yeah, for real. Like tell the guy I said hi. He's going to see me soon.
It took him a week to even ship it, and then it's taking another week to get here. So yeah. That's all right.
I can understand, like, especially if they're a small business.
I'm sure, yeah.
And
where we bought it from, I'm surprised it's not coming from Temu in Vietnam. Let's be honest.
It's a great price. I mean,
yeah.
But like, if they're a small company, it takes them a while to print it. That's fine. But how is the shipping taking over a week?
I'm just gonna give another plug real quick, man. If you don't have the shop app, you're missing out.
It's awesome.
You're just missing out.
So the shop app is helping me. That's with my road stuff.
Yeah. That's I think is it shop? No, it's not shop. It's somebody else with my road stuff.
Yeah, I mean the Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Sweetwater updated to, but
firm is Sweetwater.
Yeah. So now 2 of my items will be here 2-day express, so probably Tuesday. And then the other stuff is coming. Oh, here's the best part with the Roadcaster thing, because I bought the cover for it, like I have for my my Duo thing. They even replaced that, and like super. Can I say enough nice things about Rode? I'm so happy. I just want to go and buy something from them just as a thank you.
Not to be selfish, but I'd love for them to partner with us. Now, I would also love, and again, this is very, very selfish and very self-aggrandizing, but it would also mean we're doing something right. Is Rode has their own awards for stuff like we're doing. It'd be great
the Creator of the Year.
It'd be kind of cool to be a part of that. Not necessarily. I mean, I don't care if we win or not, but to be recognized in some way. But we're a long way from that. But that'd be cool. We can get.
What's funny is, Cookie, that's going to have to be your thing, because so this time of year, as I'm sure you remember, all the photo awards happen this time of year as well. Yeah. And I had so many people ask, especially.
Well, the Rode thing was only like a month ago.
Yeah, and I've had so many people ask, is like if any of my sports stuff won any of these awards, because it's like, especially because it's sponsored by Canon.
Had to win something.
I never submitted it. I didn't even think about doing rewards, and nobody else did. The only award, there was like 2 awards it almost won, but it didn't even, like, I'm not the one to submit it. I just don't think of awards and stuff like that.
I'm with you on that. I wouldn't have thought to do it too.
Yeah, and honestly, if anything, it's not about winning the award. For me, like, if I were to enter my photos, and I'm still going to try and find some. I need to ask some of these like more renowned photographers around me. If I'm going to submit a photo, or if we're going to submit anything for award, I'm not really winning. It will be awesome, but it's more so to see. I just want to see where we are. Where are we compared?
Well, that's kind of where I was going with it. Is like, if we win, that's amazing, but it's more like the recognition that we're. And I admittedly, look, if we're being honest, the recognition that we're doing something right is as our subscriber base grows. That's the easiest way to know that we're kind of going the right direction. But from an industry standpoint, having peers tell you you're doing something right too is pretty amazing. As you know, when you've got photographers telling you something right, when I've got coaches telling me I'm doing something right, you know, it's the same. It's a good feeling when you have your peers kind of recognizing you as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I said this when we talked about our photo career, the fact that Bruce Bennett is the one that referred me to this job. And when he found out he was being inducted to the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame, and he went out of his way to make sure I got a t-shirt for it. Like that was, I was just like, man, like that's the literal GOAT when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I'll see Bruce again. Last year I saw him for the teddy bear toss in Hershey, the big one. We're both doing it again. Like Hershey wants me to come up for that, and he's coming back for it again. And I'm only going to set up a bunch of remotes, but it's to know that I'm on Bruce's radar at all is crazy to me. It's like if the Kelsey brothers were like, "Hey man, your show's pretty great."
So, you know, I think I told the story in here. I was the same way when it came, my short couple years with the Cowboys as an intern, to know that Brad Sham knew who I was and still does, by the way. Like I just recently discovered he had a couple exchanges with me on Twitter and remembers who I am and all this stuff. But Brad Sham, he's been the voice of the Dallas Cowboys, the radio voice of the Dallas Cowboys since the Landry days.
Jesus.
Like, and Brad Sham knows who I am. Like, that's just amazing. But
that's an even bigger testament to you, because like you were, as much as you were doing for the Cowboys, you weren't the main writer. You weren't like the main beat writer, all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Bottom of the totem pole. I was just.
That's what I'm saying. So like him knowing you through that, it is even that's
the best story of my life. I know. I'm fairly certain I told on here. The best story I have from my time with the Cowboys was when I was watching training camp morning practice with Brad Sham. It was just the two of us. We kind of went off on our own, and Bill Parcells walked over and they were talking, and Brad introduced Bill to me, or me to Bill, vice versa, whatever way you want to look at it.
Which, talk about another legend, right?
Well, Bill knew my name because that night before it went out that morning, I had written a story that it was only supposed to be like a one paragraph little note. It turned into like the main story, and it was about Terry Glenn. It was about Terry Glenn, the wide receiver that had played for him in New England, and then he brought him to Dallas, and a story about their relationship. It was never supposed to be.
Did you ever find that? I feel like you sent that to me.
I have it. Yeah, I did find it. But Bill Parcells said, "Hey, you did that story about Terry." I was like, "Oh, yeah,
hi."
I was just fucking
Is that what you're channeling every time we say like and subscribe at the end? Is that goofball?
Yeah, exactly. It was that moment on the practice field in San Antonio, Texas. Like, oh.
Honestly, I would have. I'm sitting here poking fun, but I would have been the exact same way.
I was a puddle because I had Brad Sham, who was a hero of mine my whole life as a Cowboys. And as we've said, I'm not a football guy, but I'm absolutely a Brad Sham fan. And, you know, Brad's done hockey. He's done baseball. He's done everything. Olympics, basketball, you name it. He's done everything. But primarily, he's the voice of the Cowboys and has been. So to be able to have those kind of private moments with him, and then to have, you know, Parcells come over. But anyways, I did want to say one more thing, too, that John's been very busy about this week. It's the other big announcement.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'm so used to you talking shit. I had no idea what you were about to say.
No, this is a good one. This is awesome. It's something we kind of hinted at, and it's a done deal now. We posted that on our Instagram today, and that is we are on Spotify.
Yeah, it was actually easier to do than I thought.
Yeah.
I started doing it. I'm like, well, I'm an idiot. Like, this is all I had to do. Yeah. And the cool thing is like the video episodes are up on there. I didn't have to isolate audio.
Really?
Yeah. And so like when I go on my phone, I don't know if it's just because of my thing. So here, I'm going to do it while we're recording here.
Right now. Yeah. There's I don't know if it's going to show up. No, it's not showing up. It's too bright.
So when you play it, I
haven't played it yet, but I've followed it. So
make sure you spell it right, people, because I apparently did.
There is an all angles photography page, ironically.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. So when you type in All Angles Podcast, by the way, ours is the first one to pop up.
Pops up. Like I said, hopefully you can kind of see that. That's the All Angles Podcast page on Spotify, and you can see John's already got some videos up.
Yeah, I put up some of the episodes. I thought they hit really well. Like, obviously, we got Colby, but you'll see this is Spotify. It's actually playing the video, too, which is cool.
Yes. I knew that from one of the other podcasts I watch on there. that I didn't know did the video. It was
Yeah, I didn't know.
One of the golf guys I watch, Peter Finch, because I know he does like us. He's got his podcast is on YouTube with his the guys he works with, his co-hosts. And then so when I do deliveries, I would listen to his podcast, and I had it on one day, and all of a sudden there's video there too on Spotify. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, this is not what I need while I'm driving. But
yeah, right. But that's cool. Like I didn't know. I knew there was a video capability in Spotify, because if you're listening to a song, sometimes it'll have like just a small like few second clip that'll play.
The other crazy thing they have too, and I know this from the WCHL podcast, the Western Collegiate Hockey League podcast, which is the league, the conference Jeremy and I were in with Missouri State. And I've mentioned Chris Perry a lot. He's a good friend. That's his podcast. He's the commissioner of that conference. He has a podcast with his buddy Andrew Majorkirth, and theirs is on I think it's on Apple iTunes or whatever, and it's on Spotify. I listen on Spotify. It does automatic captioning. So if like I have it up on my phone driving, I can like read it, even though again I shouldn't because I'm driving. But it's
watch a video and read while you're driving. Cookie sounds great.
If this isn't video, it's the screen is the text. Yeah,
nice. Yeah, that's cool. And like, I mean, I haven't not thought about Apple Music and whatever other ones. It's baby steps. Yeah, baby steps. Like Sirius Radio should pick us up at any time and pay us a huge fat salary.
I would, and as John will attest to, that we were hesitant to do the Spotify, even though we hinted at it. We didn't want to do it too early because we really wanted the YouTube to kind of take off, and we didn't want to take away from the YouTube side of it if we're ever going to make it financially viable. We didn't want to split it up too early, but at this point, let's let it rip.
Honestly, I'll be honest. The big reason we didn't is I just thought it was going to be really complicated. Like I thought there was a bunch of stuff we have to go, because we were talking to Kleiner about getting stuff on like Netflix and everything. He had to reformat the entire movies.
Every single streaming service they wanted to put his documentary on, they had to have a different format for it.
Yeah. So, and I was just like, man, I don't know, because it's the same concept, right?
Right.
Like they're housing these things and streaming it for people worldwide. And I'm just like, okay, if they're doing that for that, it's probably going to be the same thing. And honestly, Spotify's like, yeah, bro, just upload it.
Nice.
I uploaded it. I typed in the description, much like I did it's actually way easier than a YouTube thing. And it's like, cool, publish. Like, okay, sounds good. So, but yeah, it's cool having it up on Spotify there. So, now there's no reason to escape us. Everyone's going to be like, well, I'm canceling Spotify.
Yeah, right. So, no, it's exciting. So the big news is we have the website, allanglspodcast.com. We'll continue to update that as we move along here. And we're on Spotify now. And we will hopefully...
Pretty much all the socials are up and running. We don't have a dedicated TikTok page.
We don't have Twitter yet. I'm waiting for John to send me the email login information so I can...
I did. Isn't that what I sent you?
No, you sent me the website login.
So, yeah, we'll have the Twitter up. That's going to be, I'll be honest with you. If you want to say something to me on Twitter, you're going to have to go through Cookie first. I'm terrible at Twitter.
Yeah.
Cookie sends me stuff on Twitter, and I read it like 6 days later.
I was saying, Twitter, I deal with Twitter because of the team stuff, and that's really the only reason we're doing it for this, because there are still people out there. So the more formats we can spread the word on to get people to the YouTube channel or to the Spotify channel, the better.
I mean, we got the Facebook up and running now.
We'll get Threads soon.
Yep, we'll have. I mean, Threads. I think we can automatically do through the Instagram.
Blue Sky is the other one. We gotta get Blue Sky.
Cookie's really excited about True Social.
Don't let the red hat with the white lettering fool you.
I didn't even think about.
I could give a flying fuck about.
Dude, I didn't even think about the hat. That's actually hysterical. All your snowmen are wearing red hats too. So,
Truth Social can kiss my ass.
I tried so hard not to laugh while saying it, and then the reaction got me out of there.
You just got me fired up on that one.
Cookie's just steaming right now. Those snowmen are all about to melt right off his shirt. But yeah, so I mean, we're cruising now. On top of everything else, we got the holidays coming up, because that was the initial thing too. I think we said we were going to get started again in December, but with the holidays coming back and starting up, we want to make it where people can be like, okay, I'm going to take time to actually sit down and do this. Because pretty much after New Year's, I mean, the holidays are nowhere near as involved. So,
yeah.
And it puts good timing too, because we should be able to wrap up season 2 right around Wish Cup time.
Yeah, and that's so you've got you're gonna have, I'm assuming, and I haven't looked at our calendar. We have a calendar now that we share. I just haven't looked at it in the last few weeks. But um, you're gonna have a busy schedule coming up. I'm gonna have a busy schedule coming up with both of us with hockey because I've got
especially January.
six home games. We have 10 total games left. There's one road trip I won't be able to make, but I'll be able to make the other. So I've got eight more regular season games and then the national tournament. And there's
Hey, you guys only have 8 more regular season games?
well 10, but I have 8.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Look, yeah, because the national tournament's in March. I mean, we're 8 weeks. 8
That's
weeks.
in St. Louis this year?
It's this year and next year. They did a 5-year deal. I can't remember when it started. So yeah.
It's a great place because it's right in the middle.
Yeah, and it's we're at the St. Louis Blues practice facility in Lindenwood University's home rink. There's 3 primary sheets. I mean, there's the one main arena. Then there's 2 other, full sheets of ice, and then they have an outdoor rink that nobody likes because people get hurt there every year because they do practices out there, and
jeez,
we kind of refuse to do it because the last couple times we've been there for nationals, someone's gotten hurt at practice because it's shitty ice. So
yeah, it's not really the best kind of atmosphere for an outdoor rink there.
No, but their main rink's cool. That's Lindenwood's home ice, and then there's the Blues practice ice on the other side, and then kind of behind everything is just a community rink kind of thing. So it's 3 sheets. It's big, really. It's beautiful. Centene community ice, but that's what will be this year and next year. But I mean, we're to the point now where I think we could lose all 10 games we have left, and we're still in no threat of missing nationals since we're number 5 right now.
Don't give Drury another reason, right?
No. Actually, things, I don't want to get into it, but things are, we've had Jeremy in particular has had some pretty good conversations with some people locally here lately. So hopefully
that's good.
Hopefully we're kind of turning a corner.
Especially because, again, another thing we can't really talk about, but man, did you pin drop some cool things that might happen next year for your team?
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, I think about it.
It's going to be many, many, many months before that can come up, mainly because once we get our schedule, it's going to take forever to get it approved. But again, I think we'll have hopefully an easier time approving it because of some of the conversations Jeremy's had recently. We'll see. But
well, let him know I'm going regardless, with or without you, Cookie. So
which one? There's multiple.
The
one. I know
the one.
The one. Yes.
Honestly, it's the only one I care about because your connection and
it's a good time of year for you too.
Oh God, yeah. And then, that's actually the cool thing. So January we're loaded up. I mean, obviously the NHL season got compressed each month because of the Olympics.
What? Okay, let me ask you this. Maybe we need to do. Maybe this is one of our first sports episodes.
I'm way ahead of you.
Are we even going to have Olympic hockey?
I mean, here's the thing.
We don't give it away because I think that could be first episode. And actually, by then we might have to answer that question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they're gonna know soon. But the only thing I'll say is the 3.5 foot difference.
That's not even my biggest concern.
That's not the player's biggest concern either. But did you see the empty netters thing when they were talking about it? So they're empty netters. They're like, if there's one player in the NHL who's actually going to have a problem with the rink dimensions being different, who do you think it is? And immediately they're both like Crosby. They're like, Crosby's going to try and give a bank pass off the boards. It's not going to go where he wants. And he's just going to stare down some poor construction guy.
You're talking about rink dimensions. I'm talking about the rink even being completed.
Well, no, that's the thing. The rink, that's what I'm saying, is like the rink dimensions are the least of anybody's concerns. And like even the players are like, it's 3.5 feet. The width is still good.
I think, and someone's brought this up, and again, we can talk more about this on a full episode, but
don't get us wound up.
There are full facilities in Italy they can use,
but they're not allowing it.
That's
the crazy part.
That's the part I don't understand.
Because Torino, the Olympics were just there. Torino has a rink, and it's not that far from Milan.
There's an Italian Pro League. There are rinks there they can use.
Yeah.
But they're so dead set on this one that's not even, I mean, they're not even close to being done with it. They claim they're going to be done. But when you see the images, you go, how are they going to be done?
To shed light on that video that's going out there, it looks like you're looking through an empty wall in the middle of the night. That's a wall.
No,
that is the wall you see there, and the roof is there.
You know as well as I do, and again, we're going off on a tangent. This should be a full episode, and it will be. But seating and all that aside, and concessions and all that aside, the ice surface needs time.
ice quality, it can't.
They can't, like, what are we doing here?
And it's not like the outdoor rinks where they're prepared for that kind of stuff. You're in a building and it's already not climate controlled, so they can't do the proper testing on it.
That's what I'm saying. They don't know if the dehumidification system's right. They don't know any of that stuff.
They don't. And I mean, they've only had 8 years, so what the heck? But but anyway, yeah, it's like January. So, and that's the thing with the Olympics is because of the Olympics, whether players go or not, I think they're still going to go. All the other months are kind of compressed. Like my November was crazy. January is crazy. And I'm actually, our mentors trip is in January, which goes to Chicago and Nashville this year. So I don't know how much time will be. I think we spent more time in Nashville.
And try and catch up.
Yeah, I definitely want to try and meet Colby. And then if I don't know how long we're in Chicago, it'd be cool to meet Tyler. He's in Chicago, right? He's in Chicago?
Yeah, he's in Chicago. He came out for my the Ohio game that you and Frankus and Abby shredded me on. He was only able to stay for like a period and a half, and I'm kind of thankful of that at this point.
Cool. Yeah. It was a rough weekend, but yeah,
it was a great weekend.
Yeah,
honestly, I mean, we're 18.
That's right. I'm thinking that's right. That was the showcase thing.
We went 2-1. Yeah, we're 18-1. We're good, and and by the way, Ohio's number 1 in the country again, so it's nothing.
They just dismantled somebody. They came from behind. I saw a highlight. They came from behind somebody.
Well, they swept Niagara, who was number 1.
Yep. But yeah, so we're there for a little bit. Then we're in Nashville. It'll be great to meet with Colby. But in Nashville is just a cool place. And then we have a PWHL game coming to Washington that I'll be doing. So I'm actually going to try and get a lot of video.
Who's coming? Do you know?
New York and Montreal.
Okay. Because I think, so I mentioned it. I don't know if well, no, it happened. We haven't mentioned on here. Our athletic trainer, Drury, who, Sarah
is in Seattle.
She got the promotion. She got the call. She left us after 2.5? Well, I guess technically she was there for 3.5 years because she was there from the start before Jeremy and I took over. Yeah, she got the call. She's a trainer for the Seattle team now. It's amazing.
Which is awesome.
It's that's so She's cool. Loving it. She was very nervous. She's from Minot, North Dakota. She's a small town girl, and now she's moving to Seattle, Washington. She didn't know anybody. She's nervous, and
Seattle's one of my favorite places on earth too. I love that city.
Seattle's great, and she's just I mean, her first professional hockey game, they set a freaking record for attendance.
Did you see who came and read the lineup for him? Jessica Campbell, the assistant coach from Seattle.
You know what, let's throw our buddy Lozzie under the bus for a second here.
Happily.
So when Sarah told us she was interviewing for the job, and then once she finally told us she got the job, I was like, dude, this is so cool. I'm not texting. We were in the coach's room together with Sarah, and I was like, Jeremy, this is unbelievable. Like, Sarah's gonna. I had looked up the roster to see if I recognized any names, and sure enough, I was like, Jeremy, she's gonna be there with Hillary Knight. He's like, who's that? And I'm like, okay, one of two things is happening right now. One of them is you're being Jeremy the moron, who we love to death, and he is like a brother. I love the guy, or two, you legitimately don't know who the greatest American women's hockey player of all time is, and that's just wrong.
It's crazy. I saw. I think I told you about
she's female Captain America. Like, she's
unbelievable. She's such
unbelievable.
And I hate when people are like, oh, for a girl, she's great. No, she's just a great player.
She's just great. That's like PWHL in Canada. They're just great.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm breaking.
Uh-oh.
When am I still here? When the PWHL came through and did their thing, they came to Washington and played at the Capitals practice facility. We shot that, and Hillary Knight pulled the most boss move ever. So her team that she was playing for was losing. They get a power play. Hillary Knight goes, I think I told you the story. Hillary Knight goes, scores a power play goal to take the lead. They were tied. Take the lead, skates right off the ice because she had to catch a flight to Norway or something like that.
We were talking about that with Tatiana.
Yeah. And she just goes and gets off and then gets on a plane and just disappears into the night sky. And we're just like, and that's what Hillary Knight can do. She's just like, okay, you know what? I need to wrap this up.
Well, I brought it up. I brought it up because I think Seattle, and I don't remember who else, is going to be playing a game in Dallas.
Oh.
And I don't know if it works with my schedule or not, but if it does, I'm absolutely going to try and get down there to see Sarah and catch that game. I want to see one of those games in person.
That's fine, because let me tell you what, these games, they play physical.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've watched women's college hockey. I've watched women's, youth hockey. I've never seen a women's professional game in person. I absolutely want to do that.
Are you going home for Christmas?
Unlikely. As we sit here right now, no.
Because it's the 28th of December.
Then no.
That's when they're in Dallas. Let me see if they're
as we're talking right now. No, I will not be. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stay here and work.
Well, great news. Oh yeah. Well, great news is this is the kind of thing that's
So I didn't
keep,
win the $1 billion lottery last night.
which is bullshit.
I'll win it
yeah.
though when it's 1.1.
That's not bad. I'd be okay with that. I mean, I love how people are like, yeah, but all the taxes. Like, yeah, I would hate to walk home with $400 million after taxes.
I would decline it.
Yeah, I'd be like, please, brother. But yeah, so they're I think doing these tours is going to be a big part of their promotion. There's supposed to be four more teams next year. Yeah.
That's exactly why they do it. That's why Seattle and Vancouver have women's teams now, is because the tour went to those markets and the crowds were great and they realized they could do it. That's why they're
It was great in Washington. I'm shocked Washington didn't get a team, but
I'll be surprised next year. I'll be surprised if Dallas does. St. Louis maybe. I don't know if they're coming to St. Louis though. Any of them, but
they're going to Denver. How far are you guys from Denver?
We're a hike. It's like it's a hike. Yeah.
Let me see here.
I want to say 14-hour drive.
Denver. They're gonna be. You want to on January 11th? Do you want to go to Quebec?
I would love to go to Quebec, but I'm pretty sure I have games.
April, they're in Edmonton. They're April 1st, they're in Calgary, and the 7th, they're in Edmonton. We can go visit Tanner, and the ice is definitely still frozen then, so why not? Yeah. I guess not really. They're not really going to Middle America at all.
Yeah, I think they could probably do well in St. Louis. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have games January 17th. Oh yeah, we start practicing January 8th. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, the 18th is when they're here, and I think we have Capitals games the day before and after that.
Yeah, we do Saturday, Sunday to start our spring semester at Maryville.
Wow, that's a tough starter.
Yeah, we play them 4 times in the spring.
Jesus. Yeah. So, but yeah, it'll be.
They just beat Simon Fraser, and they just went up and played Alaska Fairbanks or Alaska Anchorage. Can't remember.
Fairbanks, the D1 team. Nice.
And Simon Fraser is one of the top Canadian university teams, and they split with them, and that was a big deal. Like that blew up in the ACHA. The fact
I actually saw a thing. Where is that?
It's in BC. It's actually not far from my dad. I found out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my dad's in Bellingham, Washington, but you know that area.
Yeah. I told you I used to go camping in Bellingham at Lake Whatcom there.
Yeah.
Whatcom Lake, whatever it's called. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna get it rolling here. We'll do an announcement for an official first episode date. We're still re-recording. We're gonna do more lives as well. Frankus and I had a great time watching the game. Frankus. Oh, speaking of Frankus, we've talked about Frankus so much. We got to get Frankus back on. Frankus sent me a text. There's a person he wants us to contact as far as a person to interview, which his daughter plays college basketball somewhere. And I sent him a picture of the screen here on Riverside that we're recording. He goes, tell Cookie that he's my favorite coach, assistant coach. Excuse me? I don't know what that means, but he goes, and I'm still waiting on my Drury hoodie. But
you're frozen.
Of course I am. But yeah, you're his. Tell Cookie he's my favorite. I'm gonna screenshot it and put it in the video just so you can see what I'm reading. Tell Cookie he's my favorite coach, assistant coach. Excuse me, like SKEWS me, and I'm still waiting on my Drury hoodie. DRUERY.
Ask him what size he is. I don't have any but I have my own. I've got multiple that I just grabbed, so I might even have one of my own I can send him.
He says what size, and he will spray it with his cologne for you since you're so obsessed.
Spray it with something.
So that's what I sent to him. But yeah, the dude kills me. But yeah,
I would say kind of as I don't know that we do this all the time, but I legitimately didn't think we were going to go this long this time. But it's all good. Again,
we still got an hour and a half left. It was a normal episode.
This is true. But we've definitely missed this. But I do want to encourage people, go to the website. Not that there's a ton there yet, but get in the habit of going to the website. Obviously, our social media, we've got multiple platforms now, but Instagram's still the kind of primary for us. And
the website's and sorry to cut you off, Cookie. The website, it's not going to host full episodes. Everything's still going to be in their homes. It's just going to be for minor news and stuff like that. Cookie is way better at updating those stuff.
Well,
so
I would say I think it's the best, and maybe this isn't true. So maybe what I'm about to say is very untrue. In fact, I know it is, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Get it out.
Going to be the best, especially if you're someone that is wanting to partner with us, wanting to maybe sponsor us, however you want to word it. I would say partner in particular, but
be our sugar daddies.
That would be unbelievable.
Dude, honestly, I got tingles when I said
it. That's going to be the best platform because the homepage literally is a contact page, essentially, where you can reach out and it'll go straight to an email. Not to say you couldn't go on our Facebook page, which as of we're an hour into this, so it's been about 2 hours ago, I have access to again. But our Instagram, not to say you couldn't go on one of those and privately message us. We'll have the Twitter up at some point. But yeah, I think to get an email our direction, that's going to be the best platform is to go to allanglspodcast.com and just hit that little contact form that's on there because we're looking for partners. So if you want to privately reach out to us, do that. If you're an individual or have a company or whatever that can help us out, we're all ears.
I hope I didn't ruin it with Rode, as I just spent most of this time fluffing them because I'm so happy for what they did.
We love you, Rode. We love you, Rode. We love you, Sweetwater.
We love you, Australia.
Australia, we love you. Sinbad, we're back. Soon.
We sort
we
of
love you, Sinbad.
Sinbad I can't
was
imagine.
Not happy with us, by the way.
Sinbad?
He was not happy with our movies because we didn't.
Because they're all American.
They're all American movies, but
I said, did you say Princess Bride or did I say Princess Bride?
I did not.
I feel like I said Princess Bride. And
I commented on his saying, "Look, I literally," and I wasn't kidding. I had in my list before I ranked them, I had Young Einstein, very Australian movie.
Mm-hmm. Great movie too.
Oh my God, it was so good. Like I said, I've thought of so many since then, but again, I'm kind of a movie nerd, so I look at like My Fair Lady.
Remember how many movies we watched when we were in New Mexico? Just like we told a little bit of stories when we were in New Mexico. Cookie and I were broke, so Cookie and I spent our time playing Major League Baseball and video game, golf. I spent a lot of time playing Call of Duty with our billets, and we watched movies incessantly. Like we were always watching movies. So we watched a ton of movies even then, and we're both movie buffs. So that's like asking his favorite movie is the worst question.
Slightly different genre favorites between us, but still we'll watch anything. But maybe I shouldn't give it away. Maybe I'll just have to do one of those here in the next week or so, like my actual top 5 or 10 list. My actual.
That's what I did because I didn't understand the assignment.
Instead of the understanding the assignment where I said movies you forgot that were good.
I heard movies. Got it.
And by the way, I will stick with my number one. If you haven't watched it, those of you, if you go watch my short on YouTube, Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater is epic.
Damn.
That was my number one.
We're talking about it now. I'll be honest with you. I can't even remember my list because I'm thinking of different movies.
Well, that's what's happened to me since. And I was on Netflix today because, and this will again go back to my political beliefs. So if anybody had any doubts, The West Wing is back on Netflix. So I started.
It's a good show. It's a very good show.
I've watched the full series, 7 seasons. I've watched it probably 14 times now.
I don't know where you can find it. And I'm a huge, I love history. I love the American Revolution time period. There was a show that was on called Turn, and it's about basically the spies.
Yes.
What it honestly is, I think this is my actual favorite show of all time. As far as a series.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So good. And it actually was very accurate in representing what the two sides were and the goods and bads and stuff like that. And a lot of the characters in it are based off real people. I mean, obviously they talk about Nathaniel Hale. Everybody knows about that. Obviously George Washington and General John Andre and stuff like that. But even Talmadge, the main guy, that's a real person. It was such a good show done so freaking well.
Doesn't Talmadge make an appearance in The Patriot, Mel Gibson's movie.
There's it's which is funny because that movie was so far before, but also a very good movie.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a Gibson fan, but I'm not a fan of the human. I'm a fan of the work.
A lot of his movies are great. And actually, speaking of the American Revolution, today is the day George Washington died, December 14th, 1799. So he died because he wore wet clothes to dinner after he was out riding his horse in the rain and had a respiratory infection and died.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, I think medicine was a little different back then. In a way, they tried to heal him. They were just draining blood out of him, which I'm pretty sure just made him worse. He's like, I got a head cold. Take most of this blood out of me. But yeah, today's the day George Washington died. So there's the fact. But recap. Recaps for us are terrible because we have no structure.
I tried to do it already, but now we're gonna have to do it again because we kept talking.
Typical.
Yeah. Website.
Typical us.
Spotify.
allanglespodcast.com is live. The Facebook, we do have a Facebook page. The Twitter page will be up soon. We already had the Instagram. TikTok will be coming soon. I was thinking about, sorry about this, Cookie. For the TikTok, though, a cool idea would be just to have people that we've had. Maybe just have them kind of like have a takeover day or something like that. We'll figure it out.
Whatever you want to do. I don't know shit about TikTok. We've already covered that.
We certainly have. Honestly, the more I think I know, the more pissed off I get at it. But we have the Spotify is now up there, so you can actually listen to our episodes that way. Obviously, please go, if you're not subscribed already, like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Go follow us on Spotify. These are all just free ways you can support. Merch will be coming out soon. Season 2 will be coming out next month. I'm sure Cookie and I will get the itch and find a way to come ramble again before the next season. Is that it? Did I cover everything?
I think so. Hopefully John will let me do some editing on this so I can include the merchandise stuff. But yeah.
I mean, if you want, Cookie, this is all yours, buddy.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Oh, so
I'm just kidding. I don't mind. I would do it.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess that'll be the other cool thing is we'll have some new intros and some fun stuff. Everybody, I confused the hell out of everybody when I went to the Halloween theme logo.
I'm just hoping we get rid of the Miami Vice thing. I don't like that.
What Miami Vice thing? Oh, the like and subscribe thing. Yeah, we're going to be changing. I'm going to mess around with a bunch of those things, just pretty much changing it all up. New season, new digs. But yeah, like and subscribe.
Still working with the lights. I'm not fully.
Yeah, we're still working on everything. Be on the lookout for merch. There was some. Oh, and obviously, if we don't see anybody before, to the people celebrating holidays this time of year, happy holidays to everybody. If you're spending time with your friends and family, enjoy it. Be safe. Travel safe. Love it. Love the time.
Whatever holiday you choose to celebrate, make it a safe and happy one, and be around family and all that good stuff. So. Obviously, right now, Happy Hanukkah. That started, as we discussed earlier. I don't want to get into that again, but that started yesterday, I believe. And then, obviously, Merry Christmas, or as they say in England, Happy Christmas. Kwanzaa's coming up, all that good stuff, and then the New Year and all. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's too bad YouTube copyright blasts us for everything. I could play that song by the Pogues. You ever heard? You know the Pogues are? They have that song. Even now I can't. Now I can't remember the name of it. So this is a stupid part of the show. But they have a whole song based around the Christmas time. But and the whole thing is the lyrics of it. Cookie, I'm gonna send it to you as soon as we get off here. It's something else. So that's it. All right, we might have to do a small Christmas Day live.
Should we do a Christmas vacation live reaction or something? I don't even know if we're able to. We probably can't do that.
Chills. Probably can't, but Chills, because that's, I'm pretty sure that's one of my favorite movies.
I think I would have to get Lozzie on, though. Lozzie would have to join us for that.
Does he know the movie?
So, a couple things about Lozzie. I'm surprised you don't remember this. He is a Christmas maniac.
Do you remember he had his Christmas tree up till March?
He is a Christmas maniac. He's actually, as we're doing this, he's in New York City. Now, he claimed he was going because of something going on that I can't talk about, which you'll remember had to do with
this dickhead, tea. By the way, I told him to let me know when he's up there because it's an easy trip for me.
He's there right now. But he probably won't have admitted in his defense, he shouldn't have time. Although the images he posted yesterday of being at the Islanders game kind of.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. I could have hooked him up with that.
I'm just saying, but he is supposedly up there for the thing having to do with spilled hot tea.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm not sure that's why he's there, but we'll just go with it. And then he's going to be in Canada for actual Christmas. But he is a absolute Christmas nerd. Like, and he will not even deny it. Like, you could rip him all you want, he'll just take it because he's
how he is with his daughters. I'm not surprised at all.
But according to his mother, he's been like that his whole life. It's not just because since he's had kids. And he, like, for example, at our team Christmas party, a week ago, before the guys left for after finals, he was wearing his Griswold Blackhawks.
Oh, nice! I didn't know. Yeah,
but he's had it for a while. He's a Christmas nerd and he's a Christmas vacation nerd.
While I would love to do this, we both know he's just going to spend the whole time on his phone.
No, he won't. The issue is with Jeremy, even if it's something like that he's probably watched a million times, he will ask questions through the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. I have my moose mugs too. I'm ready for this day.
I'm fairly certain he and I have watched Miracle together, and he was asking me, like, well, what happened? Like, you know what fucking happened?
You know what? By the way, and I'm sorry I never clapped back with this of all the time he gave a shit about it. Remember we're watching Miracle and he goes, you know what they call that in Canada? Expected. Well, where was Canada that year?
Yeah, they didn't meddle.
They were garbage. So, you know, and again, it's nowhere near as satisfying saying it now. Son of a bitch, man. I wish I thought about that.
For many years, Canada didn't win shit because it was Russia or USSR, Soviet Union, and the US and others. And then Canada finally woke up. So
yeah, Canada's like, so
suck it, Lozzie.
Yeah. We love Canada too much to continue.
I know. I was literally talking to a guy the other day that actually I wouldn't mind getting him on as a guest, and a guy he works with as a guest, because we're going to talk cricket. But we were talking about that too. He's like, can't you get jobs in Canada? I go, yeah, I would love to. The problem is, like, you know, the whole amateur status thing with the junior teams, I can't get a visa sponsored. I go, but my problem is too, I'd want to eventually just become a Canadian citizen, and that's just a whole lot of money I don't have.
Yeah, it's honestly like, because I was looking at that into UK stuff, like moving to the UK.
Yeah,
and like getting
Scotland. I'd go to Scotland.
Yeah, dude, getting sponsorship for jobs out there is crazy. And if you're gonna move internationally, you have to have like a crazy amount of dollars in equity.
Yeah, and that's the problem with trying to get maybe a coaching job in Canada is, and our buddy Callie, who watches our shows, by the way, Callie, what's up, dude?
Hi, Callie.
He was telling me that even like BCHL teams and things like that can't sponsor a visa because they're amateur teams.
Yeah.
So it would be on, if I was ever to have that opportunity, it would be on me to pay for all that, and not, if it's a professional team like the Oilers, which I mean, let's not even going to joke about it. That's not happening. But
which is crazy. There has to be there's got to be a different way to be able to get it approved for a working visa.
I guess my thing, I never asked him about this too, is like, what do they consider like the dub and the O?
Well, not to mention, I mean, because it's weird. Like with the OHL and the CHL in general, they were, when it was just amateur athletes, when there was just amateur athletes going to the Olympics, they were considered amateur athletes, even though those guys are paid and they get signing bonuses and stuff. But like, there's probably a way to get a working visa to coach one of those kind of teams. You just have to have it before you get offered the job.
Well, yeah, like I said, there are ways to do it. It just costs.
It's not that even, but ways that are not even that expensive. Just like ways to get a working permit for X amount of years or something like that.
It's so hard because it's one of those things, and every country does this. It's not just Canada, it's not just US. The way they will look at it, which is what makes it hard, is this is going to open up a whole can of worms, and this is probably where we should end, is you're taking a job from someone in Canada that could do the job.
Yeah.
Which makes it hard. I don't even want to get into that ball of wax in this country right now, so let's move on.
Yeah. No, I'm not really interested in doing that right now. However, getting an immigration attorney to come join us on the show might be fun.
I know a guy.
So that'd be something nice to know to help us
reach. What my buddy Chris Perry I mentioned earlier does for a living.
Oh, we'll disguise it as having them a guest on the show. We're here to learn.
Guarantee he will not come on and talk about that.
Well, maybe he'll at least do a Zoom call with us because we want to learn what we have to do. You want to talk about scheduling problems?
He is an immigration attorney out of Oklahoma. That's his day job.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think that about covers everything. I feel like there was something else I had, but concussions, bro. Memory does not last.
I have friends with MS.
Yeah, I have friends with MS. I don't remember things, but we're excited to get back at this. Well, like I said, we'll probably do something in a couple weeks here, just because, well, honestly, we're addicted to this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's fun.
But that's all I got. Like I said, if we don't air anything before then, have an amazing holiday season. If for some weird reason we don't do anything before New Year's, definitely be safe on New Year's and get motivated for the new start in the new year, just like we are. We'll post all of the stuff soon. We're gonna go ahead and post some pictures of the merch to get people excited, because honestly, I already show it to everybody anyway. I love the hoodies so much; they're so nice. But yeah. So that's what we're looking to do. We want to hear your story. Come tell us your story. That's it.
Like and subscribe.
Channel that inner weirdo cookie. Go for it. There it is.
Hype up ourselves.